Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Brown's Rod and Custom. If you're watching this, please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. It would help us out a lot. Stay tuned. We got a lot more for you in this episode. Thanks for watching. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Friday. It's Friday. Holy hell. So, I'm going to work on the thing here in a minute. Big Ron and my mom are out getting groceries and doing some running, so a little later we'll jump on the Apache, but while I got some time this morning, I'm going to jack the back of this up and basically just go over everything, give it a clean bill of health so I know everything's good here. We'll probably start doing some shakedown runs again and just taking longer and longer trips to where I feel comfortable that this car might make it to Lakeland, which is about an hour away. So it's about 60 miles, 40 miles, something like that. So we'll see what happens. It's probably going to go terribly, to be completely honest with you. But hey, you know, I think I've got it running decent. But I want to make sure the axles are still bolted on correctly. The transmission's tight, bolted in tight. Nothing's loose or weird or wobbled loose over the past couple months that we've had this thing together. That's kind of the idea. I'm pretty good on the motor, I know that. I'm going to go over the exhaust, transmission, axles, all of that, and just make sure this thing's, where it needs to be. So we're going to do that, and then once I get that done, I'll pull this out. But to do that, I gotta, move everything else so that we can get to the Apache. And what I'm hoping to do today is to continue working on this fender. If nothing else on this fender, I need this fender to fit good. Here, I need this door adjusted up. That's the bare minimum for today. Once we get those things done, then we can start thinking about here. And the other thing I want to start figuring out is where that bracket's going to go back there, where the inner fender bolts on, so that the inner fender is truly bolted on where it's going to go every time, right? There's no question, so that we don't put a patch panel on or something, and it fits one time but doesn't fit any other time. That's the that's the concern. So I'm gonna get to getting on this. I'll bring you guys in when I get this up in the air. We'll kind of go over what I see on the thing here, and but yes, the idea is to try to get this to the Lakeland show, but there is a problem with that, and that problem is that Sunday is the big car show, apparently, from what I'm reading. I've never been to it, but looks like it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday show, but Friday's just kind of a day. Saturday is the bus show, what it looks like, and then Sunday is the all-car show. And that's where I want to put this in. I'd like to see if it could win a trophy or something, just out of pure random curiosity. And but to do that, it needs to not rain. And now that I've taken the top off, so they're calling for, last time I checked, which was last night, a 65% chance of rain and thunderstorms on Sunday. So maybe that's in the morning, maybe that's at night. I'm not really sure, but I got to figure that out. So that's where we're at there. So if it's bad weather, clearly not going to go. If it's like this, gorgeous, yeah, I'm going to try. So we'll see. We'll play this by ear, see where we get. You never know. Weirder things have happened. So, and again, I mean, we could find a nightmare under here. I have no idea. Last time I checked, it was all right. So, see what happens. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to jump under here, and I'll be back in a second.
Okay, boys, we're up in the air. Now, let's take a peek underneath and see how bad this is. Oh. That doesn't look terrible. I know I have a leak on this air shock I gotta fix. Really though. Fuel filter looks good. This is where I got my fuel filter here, behind the engine, and it's a plastic one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here with the tranny. I'm going to tighten these down, make sure they're tight, make sure these are tight on both sides. I'm going to check all my axle bolts, make sure they're good. Then I think I'm going to put a little air in this air shock and a little soapy water spray on there and see if I can't find the leak. Fix that. This one holds good. It's just this one, so kind of weird. And yeah. So underneath the thing looks pretty good, guys. I mean, it's brand new. It looks great. No issues whatsoever. So, all right. That's our task for this morning, is to just tighten everything down. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back. So, went ahead, jacked up the Volkswagen thing, went underneath, made sure everything was tight. Now, so far, I think I fixed the air shock. I did find one of the fittings on the air shock, airline fittings, was just a tick loose, and I got it tight. And it's holding at the moment, so that's a plus. I found a couple, like a quarter turn with a wrench on the exhaust bolts on a few of them, and so I got that done. But that's the first time I've tightened that up since I installed it, so it's been through a bunch of heat cycles, so that's good. Tranny bolts were all good, axle bolts were all good. I took the valve covers off and looked inside, just made sure the motor still looked good, and it looks fine. So far, we're cooking with hot grease. So, now what we're going to do, we just went and got a couple 5-gallon cans of fuel. So we got about 10 gallons of fuel. One is for the 44, because it's about out of gas. And we'll throw 5 gallons of 89 in there to get that guy running. This one's okay still. But what we're doing now is we're adjusting our car trailer here, getting this frame down so that we can get this hardtop here. So that's the next thing that's going to happen. And Big Ron's working on that. And once we get that done, then that car trailer is going in the side yard for good. And then we're going to back under Ron's camper, get it in the backyard out of there, and that gets that done. And then we can move all the cars again and get to where we can start on the Apache. We want to keep working on the Fender today, so should have about an hour's worth of work out there doing that stuff on the campers, and then we'll be right back on the Apache dealing with this and getting all of this kind of dialed in a little better and everything just kind of where it needs to be, right? And then we can start thinking about patch panel, grinding all of this, doing all the things. So stay tuned. We got a whole lot more coming for you guys, and if anything cool happens, I will definitely bring it to you. And we'll be right back. Hey guys, alright, so we're just adjusting the carburetor here, dialing her in, because we messed with it yesterday, but we used the vacuum gauge on and got it pretty close, I think. So we were actually quite a ways off. So Ron's tightening down the kickdown cable bracket right now. And then, yeah, we're in the green on everything on the vacuum gauge. Sounds good, idling good. Maybe idling a hair low. Hey.
Now I'm going to turn it up.
Yeah, you're a little low. Now, I took the Volkswagen thing out, a little change of plans today. I I took the thing out to the gas station. First time I put gas in it where I didn't dump gas all over the ground, because it only takes like 5 or 6 gallons, and I didn't know that. First time I filled it, and anyway, put 4 gallons in it. She's good. Everything's looking good. I drove it for about, I don't know, I'd say I did at least 15-20 miles in it, and it did great. So I've been cruising with the radio on and my navigation on the screen and just rocking, you know, with the top down, just enjoying this car. And so I'm actually getting ready to fire it up and get it out of his way so that we can take the 40 around the block and give her a little test, and then you know, all the things. So that's where we're at. Haven't touched the Apache yet. We may or may not. I don't know. Just got busy just doing all the other miscellaneous things. Did get the camper in the back. We got the Chrysler back here in the hole. I got to buy a car cover for it, and until I get everything sealed up, I gotta protect it. But it's out of the way. We're getting somewhere, guys. There's a lot of this low-hanging fruit crap that I'm just trying to get done. It's let's see where we lost our what do you call it? Center cap, but we have it. Supposedly tomorrow we'll have a bunch of stuff going on. The filler cap patch panel that goes right there on the outside from LMC should be here tomorrow. The 5 screws for the American Racing center cap that we don't have anymore will be here tomorrow from Summit. And supposedly my window rubber. So that'll be exciting. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to check in with you. That's what we got going on. It's 4:08 right now, and we're just dialing things in. The more of this kind of stuff we get done, the more time we get to spend full days on this, and that's where this is really going to get somewhere. So stay tuned. We're not done yet. This one has got fluid. At least you know you got gas. It sounds more responsive than it was. It was a little... He never adjusted it at all. That's the first time I've ever... And it was pretty off when we did it. The turn signal works. That's a start. Here's our thing, guys. I know I keep showing the Volkswagen thing, but I am just having a blast with her. When I watch these videos back, it puts a smile on my face, so sorry, boys. If you're sick of the thing, it's probably going to keep happening. I did make an adjustment on the air pressure on the air shocks. Dropped it down a little bit. That took the bumpiness out of the ride. Just got that fixed. So we still got to deal with speedometer, steering column bearing, and the turn signal markers. But otherwise, and a big thing we got to do is put Velcro under here so this stops sliding forward. This just wants to move as you drive. So yeah, it's a little things. Big Ron should be coming back around the corner unless he broke down. Totally possible. Nah, I hear him. It's either him or Harley Davidson. Oh yeah, she's running good. Better? Yeah?
It's got plenty of power.
Seem a little more responsive than it was?
Yeah.
Good.
Fine.
Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. So, been doing laps in the thing. I think I probably put about 40-50 miles on it today. It's running great. The more I drive it, the better it runs. I think it just needed to be driven. I think going over everything in the rear today, the transmission, the axles, the exhaust, all of that seemed to help it. Nothing was really bad, but you know, there's a couple things that were a little loose. I could have had a little exhaust leak here or there, but nothing that you could audibly hear or anything like that. We did get the air shock on the driver's side rear. There was a leak there. I had a fitting that was loose. I got that tight, so it's holding air, which is great. So we're in a pretty good place here. Now, the great debate was what to do tomorrow, which would be Saturday. We're supposed to have really good weather. Do I drive this over to Lakeland, to the Lakeland, I think it's a classic VW show at the RF or RFP Funding Center or something like that. I think the car can make it. But you know, the actual car show, which is what I would want to do. I'd love to go see how this actually holds up with the other Volkswagens in its class, the other things. But that's on Sunday. It's supposed to rain and thunderstorm Sunday in the afternoon, and somewhere between 4 and 7 o'clock. It's supposed to be really nasty. And when the show ends, you have to stay till the end for the awards. And by that point, it's an hour and 40-minute drive from here in a normal car. In a Volkswagen that only does, 50, 55, it's probably a couple-hour drive. So I think what I'm going to do is not go to the Lakeland show, but take Megan to work and then start right back up on the Apache tomorrow morning. We've managed to get all of the low-hanging fruit out of the way and all the things. So I think tomorrow we go ahead and get this door ground down. I think we get this door adjusted and we start getting this fender in a world and actually put a 10-12 hour day kind of thing in on the Apache tomorrow. That's my goal. Big Ron and me have talked about it. We're in agreement on that. And just keep moving forward. So look forward to shorts tomorrow. Video, all the things, both on TikTok and here on YouTube. We'll have all that going for you guys. And yeah, so it should be good. We do have one weird thing happening right now. It appears there is a ton of cops out in and around my area of the neighborhood, and it appears that somebody's breaking into cars, breaking the glass out and robbing them right now. So I'm kind of hanging out here, see if just to make sure my stuff's safe. I already checked everything. We're good so far, but anytime I hear the dogs start barking outside, you start wondering, right? Like somebody getting stupid, you have that question constantly. I did turn the light on my camper and turn my bedroom light on in my camper, so it looks like somebody's in there if nothing else. But my concern is clearly this, but The Chrysler's back there in the hole. Can't even see it, but it's right outside my bedroom window. So if anybody's out there, I'm going to hear it. My dog goes ape shit anytime he hears anything moving outside, so should be all right. Now, something else that happened. We did adjust the carburetor on Big Ron's 40 Ford. It was off. We had taken it out of the box and bolted it on and thought, well, I tried to get Ron to let me adjust it. He didn't want to back then, around Christmas time, first of the year, but it was a little off. We used a vacuum gauge and got it in the green, and it's running better now. It was running a little rich. It's running better now. So, and we don't have the flex plate issues and noises and everything else. So next step on this, before I even get into that, it does look better because he washed it with a Scotch-Brite pad. That's primer. He went over it and got all the grease and everything off of it, washed it with Dawn, and so now it's a lot cleaner, which is nice because it was pretty grody. But the next step for this is a front end alignment, and Ken's Auto Care up the street. I called them today, but they're closed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Monday at 8:30, I'll give them a buzz, see if we can get in next week or as soon as possible to get a front end alignment on this. And then the 40 Ford should be mechanically sound at that point. So pretty excited. Now tomorrow, guys, we got some parts coming. With the big one, the belle of the ball. Pride of the fleet is coming. The back window seal for the 63 Chrysler 300. If that shows up and it's actually worth a damn, that will be probably the single greatest thing I've ever found for a car. Just because of how rare it actually is. And the unavailability of it. You know what I mean? And the fact that it was a 4-year project to get it. Right, so that's coming. The patch over here, show you this if I can get there. Got a lot of crap in the way. But the patch from LMC to cover this up, the gas filler cap patch that should have the right curvature and stuff, comes tomorrow as well. And Big Ron also gets his, where we lost the center cap. Summit Racing's bringing us sending us the 5 screws with the correct 5 screws for the center cap for his wheels. So that should be here tomorrow as well. So it's going to be like Christmas tomorrow. Lots of things, and see where that goes. We also have the 2 bags coming for the windows of the thing, the storage bags that they go into to go up under here. That's coming as well. I don't know if that's tomorrow or not, but they are on their way from New York. And Mike at Thing Parts, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Love you. So, yeah. Uncle Billy Bob, if you're watching this, I absolutely want those corner markers if you have them. Just let me know what you want for them. Text me. I'll text you tonight, and we'll go over some details, and we'll get that done. One of my subscribers wrote me, and one of our OG subscribers, who's just been amazing, said he has the original corner marker lights here, the housings, in good shape. So if he found those, then I absolutely need them. So yeah, Uncle Billy Bob, we love you, buddy. Thank you so much, and I'll get with you tonight and tonight or tomorrow, and we'll figure out what you want for those and get that to you. And so anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. That's what's going on. Tomorrow is Apache Day, so and it's probably going to be Apache Days. So our goal in life is to get this fender and this door figured out and dialed in. Now, something to look forward to here is clearly we have the patch panel for here. We're going to patch all of this up, right? But we're also going to patch this up. and these and down here. And we'll bring all that to you guys, all right? So stay tuned. Thanks for watching Brown's Riding Custom. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the morning, guys. Thanks again.